Probably the most crooked of all the people that pursued Trump, it was Fani Willis. Fani Willis is willing to drag down also, don't forget, Trump's other, 17 co-defendants, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, John Eastman. She's really to tear all of their lives down just to get him. Remember that she was just trying to indict them to get them to flip on him.
Big time. And today, New York Judge Juan Merchan granted Trump's request to file a motion to dismiss the charges and removed his sentencing date from the court schedule. And of course, we already know that Jack Smith is closing up shop at DOJ.
And she's going to tell a lie during this brand new interview that I just found. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. While I am thankful to Fani Willis for getting Trump appointed.
In the New York Times, Yale law prof Samuel Moyn conceded the years-long effort to vanquish Donald Trump in court was a dismal failure. For liberals like me, it may be tempting to attribute the collapse of the various cases against him to convenient explanations of process or personnel. The more uncomfortable truth is that our search for political salvation, primarily through the law, has backfired.
She is one of the kind of psycho liberals that are going to continue to pursue him, even though it's probably illegal. And she don't care.
Proud of our first term.
Fulton County DA Fani Willis says some of the biggest accomplishments of her first term happened outside of the courtroom.
With Nathan Wade, I don't think that's what she meant. Her biggest accomplishments are outside of the courtroom. Stuff and money in her suitcase. We're going to get to more of those accomplishments in a minute, too.
Her team cleared a decade's worth of backlogged cases, 18,000 of them, some dating back to 2014.
Oh, okay. She went through some old cases. Big deal. By the way, don't forget to follow us at Doug in Exile on X. That's Twitter. I'm looking for followers. I hope you guys will come over at Doug in Exile.
But a few criminal cases dominated the headlines in her first 4 years, none more so than her prosecution of Donald Trump and some of his allies for election crimes in Georgia.
I didn't indict anyone who I did not believe committed a crime.
Okay, now that's a lie, because we know that she indicted Sidney Powell, who did not commit a crime, and Jenna Ellis, who did not commit a crime. Who do you try to charge, put RICO charges on someone, slap them with a potential felony, get them disbarred is your attempt, and then as soon as they roll, as soon as they agree to be an informant, they negotiate that informant deal, as soon as that happens, you say no charges. You didn't do anything wrong. We're not going to investigate you. You're free. If they were really crimes, you don't let people go, even for squealing. You don't let even a lesser criminal go. A criminal's a criminal, and they need justice. She proves that, first of all, our entire legal system, I think, is corrupt on this one. All these plea deals that are basically payouts. They upcharge people, 17, 18 people. Really? That's insane.
The future of Trump's case becomes murkier after Trump's re-election. A Supreme Court ruling earlier this year made it tougher to prosecute presidents for things they do on the job. Willis indicated she still plans to pursue charges against Trump.
If someone has an indictment in this office, no matter who they are, we continue to pursue those charges.
Now, and that's a lying face, the dumb looking, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyone who has charges against them, we pursue. This had nothing to do with Trump running for president.
What I think needs to happen, Laura, is there has to be severe legal, political, and financial consequences to this republic-ending lawfare and election interference by these Democrat operatives, so this never happens again. And I think that includes a probe by the Trump 47 Justice Department under 18 U.S.C. Section 241, conspiracy against rights.
If Trump didn't run, he would not have been hunted by Fani Willis.
Of these, because Alvin Bragg was saved from embarrassment, he was going to be reversed. He caught a break. Even Eli Honig from CNN said that, given the case's inevitable demise. But does there need to be an investigation of these?
Well, there need to be consequences if consequences are appropriate, and the way to find that out is to launch an investigation. It doesn't mean that you automatically launch an investigation of every single case that was brought against President Trump, but at a minimum, you need to have somebody looking at it and to make sure that it was done in a proper way. And so much of what was done was openly political and openly improper, in my view. Is there anybody who believes the New York State case would have been brought against anybody other than Donald Trump? And what does it mean when Jack Smith tries to skip part of the normal appellate procedure and basically says we're doing it so that we can have a case before the 2024 election? So I certainly don't believe we should wash our hands of it and say we're not like the other side. I think we need to look very carefully into what was done.
Neither would the 17 co-defendants. Chesborough, I mean, the list is long. Innocent, good family men. She's terrible. Remember our buddy Floyd, Harrison Floyd? Good guy. These are good family people that they go and they bullied, throwing papers at them, locking them up, denying them bail.
Because Trump can avoid prosecution in the White House, the DA may only have one choice.
In theory, Fani Willis could try the other defendants, wait 4 years, and then bring the case back against Donald Trump as soon as he leaves office.
That's a blood-sucking Democrat leech of an idea. Trump can't be hunted during this time in the White House, but you can get the other 17 innocent people that you tried to get to roll on him, to flip on them, to drain their money into lawyers, to persecute them. Yeah, you can charge all those people. And then when Trump gets out of office, then you can go after him when he's 82 years old. These people are psycho. And thank you for helping Trump get elected, Fani Willis, for creating one of the most iconic images ever, that is Trump's mugshot. You did that, and that spelled out, in fact, you're probably why the Doge, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, are allowed to go and reform the government. All this oversight. You compromised Merrick Garland. You probably compromised Mayorkas too, and Jack Smith. All of them because of your stupid overreach. And now we're going to laugh at you because guess who else is going to get indicted? Guess who else is going to get investigated, Fani?
And, I'm here for 8 more years is my plan. And so if that's what it takes for us to get justice in some cases, we come to work every day. We'll come to work and look for justice.
No, you need to be investigated. Here's a tweet from Johnny Midnight. Inquiring minds want to know, Fani Willis' income is $110,000 a year. How did she put over $8 million in her bank account in only 2 years? Inquiring minds want to know. I think Jim Jordan's going to need to get to the bottom of that. Here's Trump, the face you make when you send the entire MSM establishment into a frenzy. All of them covered Fani Willis like she was a legit case, and it's not. All of them covered Trump as if he's guilty, and he's not. My liberal friends that said they couldn't vote for Trump, and how could I vote for him when he was a felon?
Jack Smith also urged the court, and Judge Chutkan agreed to release that partially redacted superseding indictment, Mike, which also, again, right before the election, to Saul's point, clearly a political move. That can't happen anymore.
Yeah, it's amazing that they said that the election has nothing to do with what they're doing with these cases. And then right after the election, they want to cut bait and shut down these cases. That proves that this was election interference all along.
He was made a felon by Fani Willis, who ought to be a felon. I'm Doug in Exile.